Hi guys, welcome to No Nonsense Podcast,
New
episode
nonsense.
18. New Nonsense Podcast, episode
19.
19.
19.
Typical shit.
19.
19 episodes in, and we can't get the title right.
19. I'm your co-host Andrew. Welcome to the shit show. How are you?
I'm alright, Andrew. What's the topic that you wanted to bring to us today?
Artificial intelligence.
Okay.
What?
Josh.
So, a coworker
What?
brought this up to me the other day, and he asked me this question. He was like, "Do you think AI and automation, will take over our lives?" And to that, I answered him, I mean, depending on where we are, depending on what we're doing, yes and no. I think there are a lot of things that AI definitely can't, get a hold on in our society. The biggest thing that came to mind was animation. So when I look at animation, people do a lot of stylized animation where certain frames are missing or certain keyframes are added in to give it sort of that kind of punch. Like my favorite show, Invincible. All right. You have an AI do that one train scene, it's to go from point A to point B, and there's not gonna be enough blood. It takes a nice inter-key animator to add all the nice blood and guts to that good shit. All right. Hi, how are you doing? As I was saying about the murder of several people during that one subway scene.
Hold on. Hey, Olivia, we started. What's up? How you doing?
Okay. Sorry. Good. How are you?
Don't worry about it. We're getting Andrew's in on starting us with the AI today, so.
As Olivia joins,
Okay.
fuck, I was hoping that this thing would be halfway done already. I just like.
Alright, Andrew, continue.
You interrupted me, Noah.
Shut up, Andrew.
You
Continue.
said you would do that again.
So you're saying AI, you can't
Yeah,
see it
yeah.
over our lives, but for animation,
Yeah.
you can see that it will benefit animation.
Well, actually, no, I think it is the opposite. So there are certain animation programs that help out animators install certain frames. So let me give you an example. The recent trend of imagine Mulan in like 60 frames. All right. What they do is that they add in certain keyframes in between those frames that weren't added in beforehand. Sorry for that. And it changes the overall product. It makes it look smoother. However, there are certain issues that this can often have. So let's say I have an animation and I purposely do this in 8 frames, all right? To give a sort of look. Like Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, all right? That's a best example of that. That was animated in 8 to 16 frames.
That was a good.
Right?
The animation on that was really good.
Exactly, because if you look in the beginning of the movie, how Miles Morales was animated, I think it was animated in only 8 frames per second. But later on, he gets up to I think 16 or maybe 24. I can't remember the exact number. But it gives you that sort of progression of animation frames to say, hey, this is to show how far he's come. If I were to add 60 keyframes all the fucking time, it ruins the impact of the entire movie because it makes it look weird. It doesn't give that same comic book feel. You're not looking at it. Give me 1 minute. No. You know what? I'm gonna let the ambulance do a thing. It's fine. People die all the time. Okay.
That's still, bro. What if it's like your grandpa? That's freaking going for your grandpa or something. You're just like, oh shit, grandpa. Is that
No, don't, no.
All of a sudden, it's not funny. All of a sudden, it's not a joke, huh?
I'm not talking about. I'm talking about my grandpa. I'm talking about some other motherfucker on the street.
That's somebody's grandpa.
Poisoning.
Somebody else's grandpa. Fuck him.
No, I didn't say grandpa.
Ladies, can we please get back on point here? Thank you.
Okay.
The point that I'm trying to make is that shit needs people. These are one of these things. Efficiency doesn't always mean a good product. All right, like you guys give me some examples of like where just because something is like efficient that can be done with AI, done with computers, doesn't necessarily mean it's a good thing.
Warfare.
All right, talk on that. Why?
Well, several aspects. Imagination. Let's say, for instance, we have just straight up drones. They'll be flying in formation. If they get attacked, they're not going to deviate from their set standard software tactics. But if it's a human pilot, a human squad of pilots, they're gonna maneuver better. They're gonna figure out how to do things in the air. Same thing with like on the ground drones. They're just gonna shoot whatever happens to be in their line of sight. But a human
So
can actually
the
dictate.
difference between-
Oh, what?
Yeah. No, I feel you because it's as a human being, there's people that think on the spot as opposed to artificial intelligence where they're programmed to do a set thing, and if that set thing isn't going the way it is, yeah, you can reroute, recalculate, but it won't adjust until like you see them in movies where you see the hero bust something out of his ass real quick. We tend to do that shit in real life too. I don't think artificial intelligence could bust something out of their ass like that at all. So I see that in warfare. I feel like they would be like good frontline soldiers, to push shit in. But if you're gonna have like assassins or like doing like a spec op mission or something like that, then I would have human beings.
Or just
Josh, I think
oh,
you
go ahead.
misunderstood what Noah was talking about.
I think I might have done. I'm thinking of robots and shit. When you
No,
guys say
no.
artificial intelligence,
No,
I'm thinking robots.
no. I did mean like, I did mean robots. Like, for example, there's I forgot what movie it's with Anthony Mackie where it's in the future. They have like robotic soldiers that look like like the Call of Duty drones. They're walking around and they just start lighting people up. But when they get outflanked, or they get like outmaneuvered by the enemy, they don't know what to do. But if it's a human combatant, they're gonna be able to figure out real quick, like, oh, switch it up on the dime. Okay, go over there, go over here, fall back.
Right.
They just won't stand there and take it. Same thing, like I said, with like drones in the air. If they're on their set path and they get attacked, they're gonna keep going, or they're not. Like they won't really know what to do. But if it's a set of human pilots, they're gonna maneuver better. They're gonna figure out different strategies on the spot, something like that. Yeah, Josh kind of had it.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you were going a different direction with it then.
Oh, what did you think, Olivia?
Well, I thought you were saying that, like, with humans and, like, going off of your drone analogy or, like, pilots, the pilots, like, something happens to one of them and the others could go, like, downhill or, like, lose formation. But if it's, like, drones and stuff, something happens to one of them and the rest stay in formation. I thought that's what you were talking about.
Yeah, in a sense, like they won't be able to use their imagination to use different maneuvers and stuff like that. They'll just keep going on their set path. They'll stick to their software. They won't be able to improvise. That's what I mean. They won't be able to improvise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah, because you have like a set like route of routines,
Mhm.
right? Like if it does this, you would do this. So like let me give you an example of how drones communicate with one another. So one can send out a signal, and the other one can have feedback to it. So that one can send out another signal, and one can send out another signal. That's maintain information. So like some drones actually have sensors to where they can have like this weird like radio connection. I there's like a proper word for it. I can't remember it off the bat, like off the top of my head. But think of it like as if like I'm talking with you, and then the further I get away, the less you can hear me, and the less you can understand. So I'm gonna move in closer. All right. So let me give an example of like, let's say, what would a drone do if it were to be moved out of formation, right? One gets shot down, the rest realize, oh no, one's out of formation. We can probably communicate, then we're just gonna scramble. All right, you guys don't know what scrambling is, right?
Pretend like we don't.
Like,
Tell us.
Okay, all right. So scrambling is just a general term for when you're trying, what's the word for it? You're trying to be as chaotic, move out of the enemy's line of sight as much as you can. So when like when you're at an airfield and they say scramble, the general term for it means like, okay, we need you to get out of the enemy's line of fire as fast as you can, move as chaotic as you can, so the chance of you being hit is very unlikely, right?
okay.
So
So
drones
that,
can do, yeah, but but no, like I think what Noah was saying, honestly, he had a point of where like, how would a drone, sorry, how would like a robot be able to tell the difference between a person and a soldier? Like, you can't just code like, oh, okay, like then look for this thing. Like, okay, like let's say soldiers wearing this type of camouflage, or soldiers wearing this type of this type of clothing. Let's go look for the closest thing in reference to that. Well, what if a civilian is wearing that? What if the soldier just wants to take it off? What if they mark it differently? In fact, that's actually how shit we're using the Amazon works right now. We had these posters set up, and the camera kept on detecting them as being too close to each other. So in order to make sure that, hey, this is not a real person, they put like these black like Velcro things on them, so that, okay, this isn't a human, this is an object. And that could be the same with war, you know.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things where it's like efficiency doesn't always necessarily mean best results. And I feel like the best case example of that would also mean with like an example, like art. Okay, can you ask a robot to draw, like, to paint a painting?
You
Can you
can
ask a robot to dance?
if you program it to do that.
Well, are
That's
you
the point
sure?
I think that's the point of artificial intelligence. You could program it to do anything, and it's supposed to adjust to that specific thing, and it's supposed to take it to the peak potential.
Well,
But what is
Supposedly.
art?
the thing about that is
Exactly.
that they've done that, haven't they? And it came out like they did a painting and it came out shit, right?
Uh,
See,
wait,
but that's if you
guess
take
a little bit.
art and you give it to like a robot or something, art takes creativity, imagination. You know, you can't just sit down there and be like, okay, I mean, you can, but it's like if you really want to get deep into it, you got to think of like, texture. You got to think of what paint you want to put in. You want to think about what colors you want to do. It's like putting your heart and soul into it. You know, emotion. It's like you see some of these paintings, you can see the anger in some of these artists. You can see the sadness. You can see, the political era that they were going into, whether it was like hard times or good times or whatever it is. You could see it's what makes art art. I don't think artificial intelligence will be able to capture that. I think they'll be able to paint like maybe like a portrait of you or anything like that, or maybe just like a standard picture. But I don't think like as to like to get deep with it like that. I don't think they'll be able to do anything like that. I think that's what separates artificial intelligence and human beings at the end of the day. For many reasons, like Noah said, you get improvising. I don't think they'll be able to improvise as good as humans. I don't think they'll be obviously not think as good as us. Like I feel like once you program the artificial intelligence to one thing, it's gonna do that one thing. Like Terminator, you know, you set that thing to kill, it's gonna go and kill, 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 and look what happened. And then they ended up turning on humanity because they figured, well, we can run this shit better than these fucking humans at the end of the day.
Olivia,
You
what's your
know?
opinion on AI?
Yeah.
I agree with what you guys have been saying. Like, I think that AI, there are certain aspects that it can be helpful in, such as like surgical procedures and stuff that takes a
Hmm.
steady hand that would be easier to do without a human and like human error and stuff. But when it comes down to it, like AI can't really replace humans because humans program AI. Like, I don't think there's ever going to get to the point that we can teach an AI everything that humans know. So I don't think there's really any aspect that it could be completely replacing what humans are and what we do.
It's
Yeah.
true, and then like a lot of the argument at the end of the day, like in movies, shows, whatever it is, anything that has to do with artificial intelligence, it all goes back to emotion. It goes back to can they reciprocate love? Can they even get love? Can they even love? It always goes down to shit like that. Because they're programmed to be one way, one certain way. And that's always been like the debate and argument in artificial intelligence. It's like, can they develop? Because the point of it is to keep developing. Can they develop? To love someone, to get angry at someone, to like a mind of its own, like Ultron, some Ultron shit. You know what I mean?
Spent 5 minutes on the internet, figured out we all gotta fucking die.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, actually, yeah, no, I was actually gonna bring up that point because I was thinking about it,
I
and
don't
like in terms of like fighting, because like okay, like you ask an AI, like, okay, what would be the best way to end the fight? Okay, well then just to kill the person, because you're ending the fight.
Mm-hmm.
You're theoretically ending the fight the most efficiently you can by just ending them. So it's like you can't. Because here's the thing. Here's how I know the AI will probably, like, you can probably teach an AI like martial arts, but like, why would it need to know martial arts?
Why not?
Some Baymax
Yeah.
shit, huh?
No, why not though? Like, I mean,
Why not? Oh,
humans
well,
are
so
are incredibly arrogant. Like, why not fucking program your robot to be able to kick some ass? I was able to
well,
do it, then I'm gonna fucking do it. That's what's gonna happen.
Well, because here's the thing. Do you really need to know martial arts
Olivia, do we need to know martial arts?
Wait, no, you didn't
Finish
even
the
hit the end of.
question.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
It's like, okay. If you're strong as fuck, all right, like if you could push a wall down with your bare fucking hands, do you really need to know how to fight somebody?
Yes.
If you can just crush them with your bare hands.
Yes.
Like some Omni-Man shit?
Because guess what?
Yeah.
It got proven to us in Avengers Infinity War when Hulk tried fighting Thanos. 1-on-1.
Yeah, I was gonna say like in what's the movie? Princess Bride. The smaller, more agile, bested the giant.
Mm-hmm.
Could still crush a rock with his hands, but
Yeah, that's a good movie. That's a really good movie, by the way. That's a classic.
And Superman himself knows how to fight. Just because he's strong, and like people are like, oh, he doesn't know how to fight, he's just strong. No, he knows Kryptonian martial arts, and I think he does know some basic combat from Earth. I think Batman actually gave him some stuff, so like taught him some stuff.
Did like Alfred like beat his fucking ass in Injustice? Like
Yeah,
smash his
because
face in the ground, so he's like, I'm disappointed in you.
he took like 10 super soldier pills, and he was angry that his son got beat up. His sons got killed and got hurt. So I mean, a father's wrath. You're not gonna be able to beat that.
Yeah.
You know. I mean, even Superman was like, well, because the whole point too is that like Alfred's universally like respected and loved by like most of the league, and Superman loves him too. So it's kind of like you don't put your hands on Alfred unless you want to die, you know. So
Yeah.
So I can kind of understand why Alfred got the upper hand there, because I think Superman was kind of shocked, you know. So
I was telling Noah the other day. What do you think of it? You have Batman. He's Batman, but he has Superman's powers, no weaknesses.
it's over.
Can't be stopped. No, it can't be stopped.
Mm-hmm.
No, like no.
Superman versus Batman.
That's it.
Who's winning that one?
That's it. Like you're dead.
If
Fucking dead.
if Batman had Superman's powers and he fought Superman, the world would be destroyed.
Oh my god!
Like they wouldn't stop. They wouldn't stop because they're both arrogant. Like as good as they are, they're both arrogant as fuck, and they're not. They have too much pride, and they wouldn't stop until the planet gets destroyed. So.
No, I think Batman would win. I think he has better martial
Oh no,
arts.
he would win. He would win, but it would be one of those fights where they both would like come out of that fucked up.
He won at what cost?
Yeah.
The Earth is destroyed.
So okay, recently, I was learning in relativity, and don't worry, this is gonna come back around. I promise you. I know I just said some very scary words. I was recently learning some special relativity in my physics class, and the question he asked was like, okay, well, so besides physically not being able to be possible, why would an object going faster than light not make sense? I'll tell you why it won't make any fucking sense. So let's say if Superman was really fucking angry and decided to punch a hole through Batman. Except because he's fucking Superman, he went, his fist went faster than light. Why? Because fuck us. He would be punched before Superman would throw the fist. Alright? Okay? Like, I want you to think about that. The light that would have to been emitted from his punch wouldn't exist yet because it already fucking happened.
That's crazy.
This is how it would happen. He would just be standing right here, just go, ugh, and then he throws the punch.
That's some like Jiren shit right
He's
there.
fucking dead. He just blinked.
Well, lucky for us, Superman doesn't actually use his full powers, so even when he's fighting Darkseid,
Really?
lucky for us, Superman isn't real.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's fun to. Oh, Andrew, how hard do I have to slap a chicken before I can cook it?
I'm not gonna. No. First off, we're not getting that fucking question again. I think it's what, like 10,000 joules.
Just gonna start throwing haymakers at a fucking chicken just to cook it.
No. Okay, that's how much you have to do it once, not a million times. You would break the fucking chicken. There's already testing done on this.
Oh my god, what are you
You
talking
cannot
about?
generate enough thermic energy through the power of slapping to heat up a chicken.
Oh my god. Okay, so back to AI, Andrew.
You cannot smack an ass fast enough to cook it.
We'll see.
What?
You'll break your hand.
Andrew,
Noah.
Andrew, let's get back to AI. I derailed it. I'm sorry.
No.
We're sticking to this point, damn it.
He wants this resolved.
I want this resolved.
We're talking about this.
Okay, so we're talking about AI. Fuck.
Olivia, do you have any concerns
Um,
with AI, like where it's headed,
yeah.
stuff like that?
Are you afraid of it? Are you afraid of the inevitable?
I don't know. I kind of like I feel that it could go in the direction kind of that Ultron did, and like I don't think, I mean, going off of like saying we have emotions and we can adapt and things, like AI probably can't do that. And so if we created an AI that was like powerful enough to hack into the world and everything on the internet and everything and finds our idea of like we're striving for world peace or something like that, like their that idea, like the very straightforward kind of like Andrew was saying, the way to end the fight is for them to die. The very straightforward way for like problems to be solved is just
Just
get
kill
rid
it.
of the problem. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I would be concerned about that. I mean, I would hope that AI wouldn't get to the point that we couldn't control it anymore. Like we'd be able to shut it down if anything ever
Like
got
we
too
have
crazy, but
we got a kill switch for it or something.
Well, okay. So here's what I know. So from what we're learning side by side with my girlfriend, and just like diving into like video game AI and just general industry AI. Um, we'll never get to that point. At least I don't think, because if we were to develop an AI powerful enough, we would also develop a system to shut it down. Because I don't think that we would ever develop an AI to actually go beyond like this actually a thing called the singularity, where AI is more intelligent than we can actually control it. So, because as far as I'm concerned, once an AI figures out how to develop its own viruses, once it figures out how to hack, once it figures out how to do all that stuff, because people people thinking like movie log, people thinking like, oh, the AI is super smart, it can now hack into all of our systems. Like a lot of stuff goes into hacking. People kind of don't really know a lot about this. Is that hacking isn't just I'm just getting like going to the mainframe. Like no, it's a lot of separate steps. So I genuinely think that AI will never get to that point because AI will always be limited by containment where is limited to. That's what I think. All right. Like viruses, malware, Trojan horses, shit like that. That's a very different realm of computers. That's very scary because it was designed to be scary.
Well,
So
there's
that's
a
what I think.
company. There's a company a few years ago that's developing their own defense net online, and they're gonna call it Skynet. So I think we're already in that timeline. So
Skynet, isn't it that the thing from Terminator?
that's the
Isn't that the
whole
name?
that's the whole artificial
Yeah,
intelligence Skynet.
that's
So we're in
That's
that
cool.
timeline, Andrew. We'll see. We'll see where it
you
goes.
know what? Okay, wait, hold on. As long as the Umbrella Corporation that we already have develops a proper T virus, I'm happy. All right.
You mean the Wuhan
I'll
virus?
eventually. Huh?
You mean in Wuhan?
Fuck off.
Did you see that the Wuhan lab actually has the umbrella logo?
As long as we can get our own Lady D, that's all that matters.
Shut up, Andrew. Shut up.
That's all that matters to me.
Well,
I will die.
I could see us getting some basic AI for commercial use. In Logan, they actually have trucks that drive by themselves, like the Tesla cars that they want to eventually make, that do the
Yeah.
whole that deliver the freights and stuff on the road. I could see us getting that sometime in the near future. So
I think
Shipment.
we,
I can
we
see
already
that.
have
No,
that.
I
We're
can
already
see
near
that.
that, right?
Self-driving trucks. All you got to do is load them, and then
Mhm.
they'll drive to its location.
hmm
I can see that as a thing. Put the
hmm
shipment cargo on the thing.
You know,
Have it fucking self-drive. If it's electric the whole way through, then yeah, I guess no gas, nothing like that. Go to like a self-charging station if it needs to charge up, everything
hmm
get plugged in. I could see that.
and the only person there,
I don't think that would work.
yeah, there'd be a lot of accidents.
oh,
Yeah, well, it's just like combining human error with like programmed instructions. Like you can't program. I personally don't think you can program an AI or like a truck to avoid human error. So unless like everything was I don't think it would work.
wait. Actually, no. Have you
I see
have,
what
wait,
you
no,
mean.
have you ever seen the video about how a Tesla sees the road?
Yeah, I've
Yes.
seen how they're
Yeah,
constructed and all that. Yeah,
yeah. So
they have all the
actually,
sensors.
the problem that you just asked was solved. I just spat everywhere. That was fucking disgusting. The problem that you just proposed was solved by Tesla. Not like the same way that you're talking about, but in a very similar way, where it's like, okay, well then how is how is the car gonna tell the difference between person and car, and how is the car gonna tell like when it's gonna get into like an accident? Now, mind you, what you just said is very true to it. Where it's like, okay, human error. Guess what? It's gonna get into an accident regardless. Because I genuinely think that sometimes that AI's best solution to get out of an accident, well, might probably would cause even more. Oh wait, no, yeah, okay, now I get your point. I get your point. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's kind of what I was saying.
yeah. Okay.
What about in the sky then? Like if we're
In the
doing
sky?
like, if we do
We already have that.
no, like for planes, like if we wanted
Yeah,
to,
we do.
we do.
We do. Yeah, we do.
I don't like that.
And if we don't,
Oh,
then
yeah,
if no, go ahead. Go ahead, Andrew. Sorry.
oh no. Oh well, we don't have it to the degree of Tesla, but we do to the point where it's how planes can more or less use cruise control. Because back then, when you were
Or it's
flying plane,
autopilot, anything like that.
yeah. Because
Or
back
like,
then, whenever
well, what if we get planes that like launch themselves from the start, fly themselves the whole way through, do the whole landing, and all that? That's what I mean.
Oh, they're probably working on that right
um,
now. I can guarantee you, DARPA's working on that. Military researchers, engineers, they're working on that right now. Because like the smartphones we have now, they had that like 5 years before it came out. Like they already have like all the tech that we use now. The military has at least 10 years before we do, or they're working on it. So I can guarantee you, within the next 10, 20 years, if we get automated planes like that, they're already working on it. So every single piece of tech that we have, the military or another country's military is already working on it. So
Or has it already?
there's
And
prototypes.
they're working on. Yeah, they're working on the next big thing, pretty much.
Yeah, we got it all from
Have
Megatron
you
when he
guys
crashed
seen
into the Hoover
movie-
Dam. You guys see that?
wait,
What was
did you say, Olivia? I'm sorry.
Sorry, Olivia. Go ahead. I'm
Hold
sorry.
on. No, you're good. I was just because the like automated planes thing, it reminds me, have you guys seen the movie Friends with Benefits?
Yes.
Justin Timberlake and
Mhm.
Mila Kunis.
Mhm.
Yes.
If you haven't, one of the like running things is that Justin Timberlake every time he's on the plane is saying that like the Sully incident with like the plane landing and everything, that
Yeah,
the
he's all-
plane did all the work and that the pilot didn't do anything, because just like we're getting to that point that everything can be automated and that there's people in the pilot's seats to like make sure nothing necessarily goes wrong, but mechanical wise and flying the plane and landing the plane.
It's all AI.
Yeah, actually,
Well, I believe it. I mean,
it's-
pilots are probably there just to stay face, just for those people who fucking. Well, I mean, for backup at the end of the day, but like, I feel like if you're gonna go to the automated thing at the end of the day, you will still have pilots, but they're just there as backup, or just to stay face for people to fucking give them like a
That's what.
sense of relief.
That's probably what's gonna happen
Yeah,
to truck drivers if they make automated trucks. They're probably just gonna sit there, and if they hear a beep on the console and they gotta look, they're probably just gonna take over for a few minutes. You know,
yeah.
they're probably just gonna
'Cause
sleep
I
in the
see-
cabin. You know,
Like the issue with the Teslas right now that I've been seeing, and I talked to somebody because my brother got his car towed and he has an electric car. It's a hybrid, and the tow driver was telling me that the number one cars that they be towing off the streets, like the majority, are Teslas, because they be dying out or they just be giving out on people. And so that's the problem right now with the Teslas. But he says other than that, he says it's kind of scary how advanced it is. It's really fucking because you have to put your information in there. It has like your private information and all that shit. You know, it's like, why the fuck does a car need my private information? You know, it's like a phone on the go type of shit.
isn't that
the
for
wheels.
like the insurance or some shit, so they know who you are and all that? Is that for what it's for? Kind of like
Yeah.
A with AAA.
AAA.
I was gonna
Yeah, I
say AAA.
Hey.
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 No, No, but
No, yeah, it could possibly be for that. But I mean, we're like a cool minute away from perfecting anything AI. But we are in that era, like you said, that AI is like, this is probably like the beginning of like
the end.
us seeing. I mean, you don't look at it like that, but yeah, no, I probably like the beginning of us just like how we had like the technological rise in the 70s. I feel like in this era, we'll probably wouldn't be surprised in 10 years we fucking zoom through technology. You just see us go advanced, you know?
I mean, the last century was
Definitely.
humanity's biggest advancement in technology because we weren't as oppressed in terms of like what we could do, science could do. I mean, that's why they call the Dark Ages the Dark Ages, because like different religions and all that were oppressing like scientific advancement and all that, you know. So
Yeah.
yeah, it was a perfect storm too of like certain people who were born to be able to work in like last century. So yeah, we're probably
I
gonna
think
see that.
technically, in our technology, I think we're in the glass age. If I'm right, because they determine every age based off of the main material that we use as civilization, and right now we're in the glass age.
Chimps are in their Stone Age.
So, huh?
Chimps are in the Stone Age right now.
Yeah, I learned that, and I'm like, damn.
I-
Yeah.
I sent Josh a video a couple weeks ago on the fact that two chimp tribes in I think the Congo or Kenya
You
had
see it?
had a gang war for like 10 years. They were killing each other with
Chimps.
spears and shit.
Fucking chimps.
That's
Chimps.
terrifying.
That is fucking scary. The fact that they're even thinking like that. I watched the whole freaking thing he sent me because I couldn't believe it. Next thing you know, they show you footage of them
Yes.
footage of them getting down and shit. I'm just like, who takes the time to actually imagine this? Putting yourself in a war zone and just recording it. Look at that, Phil. Oh, that chimpanzee just threw a spear at him. Look at him.
That chimp's on a 5 kill streak.
Yeah.
I think did they do that during the fucking Vietnam War.
Fucking Stone Age.
Yeah.
We're gonna get some fucking Planet of the Apes shit. Watch. Humans versus the apes.
I think I watched another video talking about that. How no, go ahead.
Would you get down with a gorilla? Would you and your friends get down with a gorilla? Because I thought it was gonna be. Oh my God.
I was watching this video. I think talking about how they were in their Stone Age and like, okay, why isn't there like an uprising yet? They're sophisticated, but they're not sophisticated enough to the point where they could actually start forming their own like actual armies to attack us. You know, like we're
Also,
But they can tell
language.
each other to get down with each
Language
other.
fixing.
armies. Yeah, I mean, yeah, language. Andrew, you're right. Yeah,
Yeah, because fun fact, it's actually why we kill off the Neanderthals.
I thought we screwed them to death.
We did, but
Mhm.
the other reason why, besides fucking them to death,
Mhm.
was because they could not make the oohs and ahs that we could. Like literally, they were better than us in every capacity. The only difference was because they couldn't communicate.
Yeah, they weren't
That
they
was it.
far stronger.
Yeah, no, yeah, they were far stronger, far better, far more apt to do everything else. The biggest difference was because they could not communicate, and that was it.
Oh, Andrew, there's
Same.
this really good theory. I'm pretty sure it's not true, but there's a really good theory that this guy came up with a couple years ago, that Neanderthals actually didn't look human, that they were actually
No.
that they were apes. They were basically apes, and they the reason why humans are so scared of the dark is because we were actually at war with them in ancient times, and that they would ambush us in the dark, you know, and they would like attack us, kill us, do things to us, and that's why humans are so afraid of the dark, because now it's like genetically. After the Neanderthal War, when we barely managed to win, like we're afraid of the dark because of that. You know, that's why we're so afraid of monsters and stuff. Because
Like
of
the boogeyman? Or
yeah,
the boogeyman?
yeah, that this guy thinks that Neanderthals didn't look like us. They actually were basically Bigfoot, a tribe of Bigfoot or Big Feet or whatever, a cornucopia of Big Feet. That
Cornucopia of big feet.
and that we barely like won because of like we had a higher brain function than they did.
Oh yeah, we didn't just barely want. Like there's.
No. Yeah, I know. In reality,
Yeah.
we.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You know. Yeah. That's a pretty cool theory. I didn't think about that.
If I could find the video, I'll send it to you guys. It's actually pretty interesting. But a lot of people are calling bullshit on it because I guess because his whole thing, real quick to sidebar, is that their faces, their skeletons, their skulls are more in line with like gorilla skulls than ours. That's what he was kind of basing it off of. Once I find the video, I'll be able to see more of what he was talking about. It's interesting. I don't think it's real, but I don't think like, you know, there's anything to it, but it's pretty cool.
Okay. I get it. Okay, so yeah, he's talking about the entire like the eyebrow mantle.
Just the skull.
And, the bigger jaws.
Yeah, the skull in
Yeah,
general
no.
looks more like a ape skull than it does a human skull.
Well, no, because the main reason is because back then, you needed bigger jaws. You needed a bigger skull.
I know, that's what people were
So-
saying.
Yeah. So I think back they probably did look a little bit more, like ape-like.
They were
But
far
I don't-
hairier. That's what he was saying, that they look like monsters.
Yeah. Exactly. That's why, like, I'm half Neanderthal, as you can tell. Uh,
No, but yeah. So back to AI. Back to AI. Do you guys think that we might end up eventually making an AI so smart that we have to go to war? If not on Earth, then
no,
like let's say we like have different planets, right? It's like this whole like science fiction thing. No,
no.
no.
I don't think so. I don't think so. No.
Well,
I mean, because like
hopefully.
AI isn't like nature. We have to program it.
Well,
So
there is one story, Andrew, that did that where that happened. Do you want to hear about it real quick?
sure, right? Like
Horizon Zero Dawn. This dude.
okay, first off, that's a video game.
It's
That
good
is
though.
no,
No.
no.
It
I know
describes
the
what you're.
game.
Okay, you know how like okay, so the whole idea behind Horizon Zero Dawn is that this dude, he's kind of like Steve Jobs in the future. I think it's like the 2050s. He has this company that creates drones, but they're like spider-like. They're these like giant spider drones and stuff like that, and they replace tanks, and as like the main battle tank basically, these spider walkers, and they feed off of organic material. Basically, they stick like there was an incident where they would stick their tube into the water and they killed a bunch of dolphins and they turned it into like that's how they got their fuel was by killing things. But he wanted these robots to be so foolproof that even his own company didn't have the keys to actually stop them from becoming sentient. So they became sentient, but they couldn't hack into it. They estimated that in order to hack into it, it would take them like 300 years before they could actually get into it. Like that's how powerful their firewall was. And it ended up getting to a point where the generals of like humanity's combined armies are like, okay, we gotta basically sacrifice the population in order to ensure our future. So they gave every single man, woman, and child a gun, pointed them at the robots, and said, "Go fight them. We're trying to figure out a doomsday weapon to fight them." In reality, the program they were working on, Zero Dawn, was actually to ensure our future, and that's how humanity like was destroyed by these giant ass spider robots because we couldn't hack into them because this idiot didn't make a back door. So Andrew, what you were talking about could actually happen.
My counterpoint is that the man was a dumbass.
Exactly, that's
Right?
what everyone was saying. Even
No,
his
yeah,
programmers were like,
that's
why did you make us do this? You know, like what the fuck? You know.
yeah, like there's like that's no.
But Andrew, here's the kicker. Someone will be dumb enough to do that. Someone will be dumb enough to be like, I don't want my shit to be hacked, so not even I will have the keys to be able to get into it. You know, someone's gonna do that. You know, that's probably the likely outcome of the whole AI thing. You know, if it gets to that point.
I want to argue with you on that, but I forget that Action Park exists by a guy who doesn't know jack shit about physics and who thought that a loop water tube was a good idea.
This whole quarantine, Andrew, should have shown you that people are stupid. So.
Yeah, considering last week people were filling plastic bags up with gas, I don't think we're very advanced.
The fact that humanity has gone as far as it's gotten.
I look in the mirror every single day. I see enough stupid. All right.
Andrew, the fact that our species has gone as far as it's gotten is just insane. You know? So.
We've evolved, man. We've evolved.
We've evolved.
Filling gasoline in their trunks. Gasoline in bags. No.
I just want to shoot a robot.
Yes.
That's it. That's all I want to do.
You want to shoot your computer?
No, I need that.
All I know is AI freaks me out. I don't like it.
Does AI freak you out, Josh?
I mean, AI is the reason why we're having this call right now.
No, I mean, it would be cool to have like a little robot friend, you know? I think it would be cool to turn on me. Like, every time I think of a robot friend, I think of fucking, what's that movie? Meet the Robinsons. Saw how he had like that butler and he was cool, you know, until I started thinking, what if they turn on me like how he did in the movie or turn into some Terminator shit? Then all of a sudden it's not fucking cool anymore, you know?
I just want a little robot to sit on my shoulder, like right here, like a parrot, and just sit there and like talk shit with me about other people. Yeah.
Why don't you just get a parrot?
Yeah, I just wanted to get a parrot. So, fun fact about AI, it's probably one of the biggest reasons why when it comes to making like prosthetics is like our biggest challenge, because apparently when you move your arms and when you move your hands and your digits and all that shit like that, your brain doesn't automatically command to move those things. And in fact, it's called a feedback loop. So technically, you have your own little brain inside of your limbs. Think about that. That's kind of why, like, if you ever see like almost okay like prosthetics, you have to use like the muscles in your forearm to contract and to expand and move single fingers, but it looks weird and stagnated. It gets the job done. Don't get me wrong, but it just looks odd. But it's because of that, because we don't got that positive feedback. That's a few things where it's like, hey, if we had a private AI, to put like a little mini computer inside of like a prosthetic hand, you can be like oh my god, what's his name? What's his name? Gosh. What's his name?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh, it's no, it's his name's Adam. It's from like Machina or something.
Sandler?
Oh,
No, fuck off.
No.
No, it's like something Machina, like human divide, like mankind divided or something. Wait,
I know what you're talking about.
Deus Ex Machina?
Yeah.
Deus
Yeah,
Ex
yeah,
Machina?
yeah. Yeah.
What about it?
No, it's a DSS. No, it's Deus Ex. Sorry, Deus Ex.
Mankind divided.
Yeah, no, yeah. Like you can have like that type of like prosthetics. That would fucking dope.
That character kind of
And
looks like
yeah.
an anime me. Look at him. Can you see it?
Look, all I know is we'll be talking about artificial intelligence, and we haven't even talked about the movie Artificial Intelligence. Have you guys seen that movie?
No, we're not. No, we're not going to. I don't want to touch
Dude,
that
it's
movie.
part of artificial intelligence. He's a boy that's programmed to love. It's a robot. It's a robot.
That
boy.
movie was sad.
It was, but you know what? If it's like that, what if it was like that?
There were aliens, Josh. Aliens, Josh.
The artificial intelligence.
Time traveling aliens, Josh.
Yeah, he does kind of look like me.
Oh my god. Stop being 2015 me when it came to anime. Stop
Yeah?
it.
No? Anything?
Stop.
Oh shit. Oh no.
That looks like
You know
me.
what,
That's me if I had a JoJo filter.
Okay. If we're gonna go that route, then fucking then Olivia looks like the main character from Horizon Zero Dawn.
Oh.
Why am I brought into this now?
Alloy? Look at that.
Yeah, him.
Mm.
Yeah. Wait, give me a minute. Wait. Horizon Zero. Wait, let's see his main character.
I don't
Wait, everyone
appreciate
did.
being brought into
Right?
this.
No.
Is this
No,
the
pulling
Reddit?
you going because I have to suffer as well.
You haven't been compared to anything.
Not on podcast.
You know Remy from
Podcast.
Ratatouille? That's Andrew. The rat cooking the food. He cooks some kick-ass food.
What are you saying, huh?
That you cook some kick-ass food. Alloy.
Yeah. Call me a fucking rat?
With love, Andrew.
I think
Bitch
he is.
made.
I think he is. What are you gonna do about it?
A very
Andrew?
talented
If it
rat.
helps, I disagree. I disagree about the rat.
No, I don't mean it like that. I mean
Comparison?
he has some
Yeah,
good
thanks.
No,
cooking
I know.
skills.
No, I know. I still don't see it. Okay, well, I'm like, there are certain people that I see and immediately like I compare them to a cartoon character because they just have that similarity.
Would,
So- Okay.
And like,
would you compare
that's
Andrew
why I
to?
don't see it.
Would you compare Andrew to? What would you compare Andrew to? Dwight.
Take it.
Dwight from The
Fuck
Office.
off. Fuck
No.
off. No.
Yes, if
Not
you
Dwight.
worked with him, yes, you know exactly why.
False.
I'm thinking more like appearance though.
Well, I'm talking more of like for me, it's his personality is more like Dwight.
Personality. Yeah. I could probably see that.
What was it? Beats, Bears, Battlestar Galactica.
Beats Battlestar Galactica.
Beats.
Ears first.
Oh, Bears.
Bear
Beats.
beats Battlestar Galactica.
But for Andrew, it's Milk.
Ew.
What else?
No, Fallout.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Milk, Fallout, and what else? What else?
And there was something else that we had said.
There was the third
Milk,
thing.
Fallout and Milk Fallout and fuck. What was
How did we
it?
forget this? I thought I wrote it down somewhere. Let me see.
Yeah,
You thought I wrote it down on the
Wrote it
character
down.
sheet?
because you know how
Like
Dwight has
personality traits?
these two, and it was Milk Fallout and
Potentially a danger to himself and everybody else around him.
That's true.
I forgot what the third one was.
Yeah, I
but it
forgot
was
too.
Iron Maniac.
No.
No, it sounded it flowed and everything.
It did. It flowed very well.
It was like Milk Fallout. Fuck, I'm gonna have to get back to you on that one, Andrew.
Well, I mean,
Well, I don't.
no, go ahead, Andrew.
I don't understand. Why does Olivia have higher bit rate than both Noah and Josh? And you live close to me.
I don't know. I mean, I think we all look fine.
Better
Appearance-wise, Andrew reminds me of Shaun the Sheep.
Who's that?
Shaun the Sheep. That's actually pretty good. What about Josh? Olivia, who does he remind you of?
A dumbass.
I need to think about it. I'll keep thinking about it.
I'm hurt, okay?
Why are you hating? Just because I'm not gonna be a sheep? Who am I?
No,
Okay, I don't know if this is.
Josh, you look like Sheen.
I
Sean.
fuck with Pablo. I'll take Pablo. I'll fucking take him.
Josh, did you guys ever watch Jimmy Neutron?
No, fuck you. I am not Sheen.
Yes.
I am nowhere.
Yes, you are.
Oh my god.
Sheen Esteves.
No.
Yes, you are.
Sheen Esteves. That's who you are, Josh. Got you.
She ran the show. You know what? I fucking put this show on my back too. I'm chilling.
Let me.
Like, you don't got scoliosis. My God.
100%.
Yes.
God.
Oh man,
Okay.
That doesn't help.
I got Ultra Lord tatted on my chest, but I just
bro, that's actually pretty on point. I'm proud of myself.
fuck.
God, you look.
And you're
exactly
fucking
like-
bold.
You're like a combination of Sheen and this one.
Oh yeah.
Nick. I was gonna say Nick, but Nick's, I'm like a mixture of both. I'll take it.
Yeah.
Man,
I'll take it.
Who am I, Olivia?
fuck, man.
He's Bulby.
I'm thinking about it.
That's good.
Spec, spec, spec.
Clap. No. What's it called?
What
You
is it?
are a mixture of Carl Weezer. He loves moms for some reason. He loves Carl Weezer, and I would say
May I have your croissant?
Cindy. I'll say Carl Weezer and Cindy mixture.
Cindy.
Cindy,
Cindy.
the blonde chick.
Why?
Cindy?
Hi. And she didn't put up with people's shit. So.
Have you
Okay,
heard?
so-
There's this dude who has a YouTube channel where he's dedicating it to singing a bunch of songs as Carl Weezer.
Yes, I think I've seen his TikToks.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. He did one. He did a Weezer song. I forgot which one he did as Carl Weezer. But that's some funny shit. I think AI is going to be used. It's going to be used for like
You
some
can't get back
advanced
to this
shit.
topic, man. We're already way too fucking far.
Why? Why?
Is that you?
Why? Of all
I
characters.
don't know. Just. I can kind of see it.
Oh my god! Wait. Okay, wait. I know. I remember what Josh reminds me about. Look up Ivar the Boneless. Look up Ivar the Boneless.
I
What's
heart
it
the
called?
boneless.
No, Ivar the Boneless.
Ivar the boneless.
What?
You know what I'm talking about, right? You know what I'm talking about, right?
I think I've heard of
I-
it.
No, I don't know what you're I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're saying.
Josh, I'm gonna make your contact profile picture, Sheen.
Wings pop up.
What?
I love wings. So I'll take this.
Wait, say it
outfit.
again.
What?
What?
Ivar the Boneless. Ivar the Boneless.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was
This dude?
saying I-bar.
Yeah.
This guy?
Yeah, him. Yeah.
Look at.
Yeah.
You're
Hey, he
saying
looks-
that's Noah?
He looks
No,
like
no. Not Noah. Josh.
All right, I'll take it.
Oh, I disagree with that.
No,
I
I
see-
can see the face. I can see the similar facial
Legendary
structure.
He's too handsome.
Okay.
That's
I
a
also-
real person, though. I like doing cartoon characters.
Legendary leader with a disability.
What?
That's what, that's what I opened up right now.
Oh yeah. He had a bone atrophy problem.
Speaking of Vikings,
Dude.
Josh, have you played the new Valhalla DLC?
Nah, I downloaded it. I have to get to it though. Is it good?
I just got to Ireland right now. I'm gonna get started on a new mission.
Nice.
God,
It's pretty
not
sick
the
though.
Celts. Not again.
Speaking of the Irish, are you guys sympathetic to the cause?
What's happening in Ireland?
Define what cause.
The cause for the past 8,000 years.
Cause for the past 8,000 years.
I don't know.
Probably.
The
Yes,
IRA.
I am.
Bless you.
I just know that Ireland kicked out a black guy for landing in their country.
What?
So I don't know if that's the cause you were talking about.
No.
No.
Okay,
You
look.
wrote this?
No.
Look on my last
so
Instagram
far.
story. Yeah, I didn't even know that was happening.
Because there is a movement going on right now against Ireland. That's why I thought you were talking about, because this guy who's black flew out to Ireland to go be with this girl that he's been talking to. She paid for the ticket and everything, and he gets there and he goes into customs and they question him and they're like, "What are you doing here? What are your intentions here?" And then they end up sending his ass back to California.
Oh shit!
Yeah, so it's a whole big deal right now.
I didn't hear about that. I'll look it up. No, I meant.
Yeah.
Look on my last Instagram story. Look on my last Instagram story, and you'll get it.
There can never be peace in Ireland until the foreign oppressive British presence is removed, leaving all the Irish people as a unit to control their own affairs and determine their own destinies as a sovereign people,
Play the song.
free
Play the
in
song.
mind and body.
Play the song.
Oh, okay. Are you playing the song?
I was born in the double streets where the lion runs the beat.
Copyright.
And the loving
Yeah, copyright strike. No, I'm messing around. There's this dude on YouTube where he plays a character from in Ireland that's like, because the Irish hate the British, like because the British have been occupying them the same way like Israel's been occupying Palestine, and
Crazy going right now.
and the level of shit he talks as the character is hilarious. Like, I guess there was a party in Ireland that was basically the Irish, that was the remnants of the Irish Republican Army, which is like the terrorist group or the freedom fighters, depending on which side you're on, that were fighting against the English back in the 70s and stuff, right? I think they became like, the remnants of them became like a political group, and they got voted into power in Ireland recently. And he's playing the character, and his wife or his girlfriend's always the one talking to him, right? Like recording him. And she's like, "Well, aren't you afraid that like they're part of the IRA, or they're basically the IRA?" And he's like, "Yeah, that's why I fucking voted for them. What are you talking about?" It's this whole like thing. I'll send you guys the videos. It's just hilarious to me. No, but I'm sympathetic to the cause. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. NSA. I'm not actually sending guns over there. Okay, I really like them. I understand their plight. Yeah, like the IRA and all that shit. Like they bombed cars and shit to like get them out. Oh, look at this guy. He's hilarious. So yeah. I'm sorry, I derailed the entire fucking
I
podcast.
have another character. Noah reminds me of.
Great.
Oh gosh. Show us all.
Oh, it's-
Garfield.
What? Why?
That's so mean.
I don't know, there's a very small resemblance, but like it's there. It's the same like as Shaun the Sheep with Andrew. Like
So if
you have
we're
to
an
really look for
We're
it.
an animal cartoon. Noah's Garfield, Andrew Shaun the Sheep.
Josh is what's it called? The little mouse, the Speedy Gonzalez.
Desperate.
Josh is Speedy Gonzalez.
Yes.
Gonzalez.
Gonzalez.
You Speedy Gonzalez, Josh.
Yes, you are.
And then Olivia's Judy Hopps. Okay, there we go.
Ah, that's actually pretty good.
Olivia Judy Hopps the bunny.
Yeah, but yeah, Josh is
Yeah,
Speedy
okay.
Gonzalez.
You said that a few weeks ago, and I'm still upset about it.
It's true though.
Since I'm Garfield, Josh can ride on my back when we got to go long distances. You know, he just sits there and says dumb shit to me while we talk we walk.
I could run across everywhere I want if I'm Speedy Gonzalez. I run from the cops. I run from everyone.
Andrew's just no, never mind. So
Andrew Sid the Sloth.
yes, thank you. Oh my god, that's perfect.
Wait, give me a minute.
Sid the Sloth, Andrew.
Oh wait, fuck. Ah.
You have to think about who that was.
My sisters say that, and my family says that I remind them of an old man. With the way,
You do, you bestial fuck.
With my attitude and shit. I'm just like, I don't see it. But like, I don't know. I guess I have a get off my lawn vibe to me.
I feel like if I were to ever go over to your house unannounced, the first thing you would do is kick me off your fucking stairs.
I don't have stairs. My family's poor,
Sorry,
bro. We
just
live in
kick
up with
me,
it.
period. And then ask me to get the fuck off the lawn, and then I would promptly limp away.
No, I'm a very nice person, Andrew.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
You know what Damien said, Andrew? That he said, Noah, you're the meanest nice person I've ever met. And I'm
This
just
is
like,
true.
Thanks. I don't know.
I found another one that reminds me of Josh.
Uh-oh.
Sylvester the cat. Sylvester.
No, but Sheen Esteves is the one I'm gonna die on with that.
Yeah, that one's good too.
I feel like that's pretty on point.
Sheen Esteves. You know what? I'll take it. He carried that shit. He's cool. He's funny as fuck. I'll take it. And my best friend's a genius. Can't be mad. Can't be mad at all. Low key, I kind of am him because if I had a fucking mega mind like him, I would be doing the same shit that he probably would have been doing. Oh my god.
This big ass head.
Floating around everywhere.
I have ascended.
I've ascended to my final form.
All right, so AI. Do we think it? So no, Andrew, you don't think it's gonna take over?
No, I didn't.
Olivia, do you think it'll take over?
No.
Josh, do you think it'll take over?
Yes, it will take over. But we will rise and win the battle, but at a cost of many, many lives.
Like with Ultron, I think it'll spend 5 minutes on the internet, figure out, nope, fuck these guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We had a really good podcast for the first 45 minutes there, and then we just completely went off the rails. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. I mean, that's why it's called New Nonsense. Yeah, thank you, Andrew, for bringing up that talking point.
Yeah, man.
All right, guys.
Thank you all. I'll never do it again.
No, we need it.
Subscribe, share with your family, friends, so we can get a little bit more people.
Next week, Olivia will be giving us a live demonstration of her martial arts abilities. Peace out, guys.